You should unsubscribe. I'm serious. If you expect to be an instant millionaire on Etsy, then this is not the channel for you. Now, while making $1 million is very possible, it doesn't happen overnight. And to be honest, it's not entirely your fault for thinking this way. It's more so all the channels claiming instant success is possible. However, you keep falling for it. Now, I'm not talking about clickbait. I'm talking about listening to people that don't give you all the information. They provide you with just enough crumbs to get you hooked, but they will never give you the entire meal. And yet you go back again and again and again, thinking you're missing something. That is the definition of insanity. You are repeating the same process over and over and expecting different results. But it's never going to happen. And why? Because you are missing something. They're leaving out all the important details, which leads to you never obtaining these unrealistic goals and expectations that they're telling you exist. They do this for the sole purpose to make you come back to watch more, because that's how they make their money. See, I don't make my money from YouTube. So if you unsubscribe, it doesn't hurt my income, which means I don't have to say things and provide you with false hope. I don't have to convince you to spend $5,000 on a course or tell you certain things just to increase my view count. My motivation is different. I'm here to provide you with all the information because I'm here to try to help you. I want you to create a successful business, which is why I don't provide you with just the bare minimum. I want you to gather as much knowledge from my channel as possible. And then I want you to go out there and build a thriving business on Etsy or any platform. Now, before you keyboard warrior trolls out there claim I don't care, maybe you need to get your ears checked. I don't claim that you'll make this money from the start. It takes work, time, and strategy, all which I provide in my videos. For example, in this video, yes, this one company makes $167,000 a month, but it didn't just happen overnight, which is why I broke down how little they made in the beginning. I provide the exact amount of sales for their first month, 6th month, and also their first year. Or how about the ornament video? I could have just told you to sell these like everybody else. Except instead I show you the exact amount of Christmas ornaments that are on Etsy. And since it would be pretty much virtually impossible to compete in this category, I show you 5 products with very little to no competition, and then show you the exact amount of money they made last year during the holidays. So trolls, go to someone else's page. You're taking away from the people that actually want to learn, which is why I created this channel to begin with, to teach people, which leads me into the reason on why I'm doing all this, and for free. I get asked this all the time. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and the reasons why I'm doing all of this. I grew up very poor. I started watching myself at the age of 7 because we didn't have any money for a babysitter. Years later, my parents ended up getting divorced, and my mother actually kicked me out at the age of 14. My father thankfully took me in, and he worked a lot. He worked 3 jobs just to make sure there was food and a roof over my head, so I really didn't get to see him much. And even though he worked a lot, we still didn't have any money. There were a lot of winters where I didn't have heat or hot water. And living in Jersey, it gets pretty cold. Only 2 people ever graduated high school in my family, and not a single person ever actually owned a brand new car. So why does any of that really matter? Well, there's really 2 reasons. One, I had everything going against me in life, and yet 30 years later, here I am, blessed with so much. Not a single person in my family has ever achieved what I have, and I'm super grateful for what I have. I could still stand under a hot shower today and just be happy. And I don't need anything super fancy to make me smile. However, it does help from time to time. But the second reason is really the main one. See, when I was about 5 years old, I wanted to be an architect. I had that dream for 10 years, and I never shed away from it. I drew pictures every day, and I still have a lot of those drawings even today. Everyone gave me words of encouragement, even my teachers. And yet, in those 10 years of me speaking every day about this goal for my life, not a single person told me that I need to be some sort of wizard in math to be able to accomplish it. And if they had, maybe I would have studied geometry and trigonometry a little more. But I didn't, because no one told me that that's what I needed to do. Not a single person gave me the direction to achieve my dreams. And because of that, I want to be that person for you. I have been so blessed in life. And even though much of my life was very hard, that 5-year old me still wishes someone told me what I need to do to accomplish that goal. And the other part of me wonders if someone did what I have achieved it. Now, all of you out there have a dream. Whether it's to replace your 9 to 5 or just have a side hustle that gives you some extra cash. You have a goal in mind that you want to achieve. And I'm here to try to make that a reality for you. So, with that, I promise to never give you half the information. I will provide you with as much info as possible to push you in that right direction. And if you ever have any questions, do not hesitate to ask them. Thank you so much for watching and your continued support. I'll talk to you soon. By the way, the trolls definitely did not get to this point in the video. They probably bounced halfway through.